Hello, everybody, and welcome to the early/late edition of Stratty Dotty Sundays. I was sick last Sunday, so it didn't happen then, and next Sunday is Easter for a lot of people, so it's happening now instead. Mostly because why not? Vampires and Jesus both rise after death, so let's do this. Um, Anywho, when last we left off, a certain party had finally managed to escape the clutches of the Death House and move into a better quote unquote atmosphere. We'll go with that.
Quote unquote better.
Better quote unquote. Well, at least, there wasn't a house trying to eat them anymore. Nicholas decided to take this as a challenge, though, and break into the first house he saw that did not immediately grant him entry, however, which happened to be an inn, the Blood of the Vine Tavern, in fact. And after being turned away at the door because the innkeeper was afraid that he might be either a were-person or a mongrel folk, he took offense to this innate racism and decided to scale the wall, bust in the very first window he saw that might open, and climb in through the bathroom window of a patron of the inn, who was just getting up and getting dressed in their armor. They threw things at him to no avail. He ran threw open the door, and was greeted by the innkeeper and what is either patrons or possibly staff, all with clubs and pitchforks pointed in his general direction. While the party, one of them yelled at him to stop, and one of them walked slowly away, and the other one, I think, silently panicked. I'm not really sure what Ollie was doing at that time. But yeah, that's where we're gonna pick up. We're gonna pick up with what's going on with Nicholas. Nicholas, there are there are 5 individuals pointing various weaponry in your direction. What you doing?
Talking.
So yeah, did did I recognize one of the voices? I remember at the end of the last episode, one of them said
Yes,
something.
the one directly in front of you.
I would have tried to step outside the door because not trying to be in the woman's room
So
if there's space there.
as you take a step forward, there are going to be 4 attacks aimed at you, since you are moving forward in a, as far as they are concerned, considering you broke the window, hostile manner.
Okay, I didn't know if that was like. Okay.
Are you sure you want to do that?
I'm just confused. That's a really fucking fast reaction time to go from the front door to there if it's on the second floor.
Well, it takes some time for you to climb up and break a window.
Weren't they talking to Arthur?
They had been
He
until you.
stopped talking as soon as he heard the crunch of a window.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They took one look at Arthur, screamed werewolf, and shut the
That's
little
that is
spy window.
accurate. that is
okay.
accurate.
They were trying to talk to him, but he wasn't talking back.
And Arthur is basically like considering just leaving them and going to the church because churches are more welcoming in his experience.
Yeah. Welcoming.
Okay. Unfortunately, because my memory is garbage, I had something planned out shortly after the first session, but I can't remember shit.
I
So
think
yay, I'm improvising.
I think it involved fear tactics.
It involved stuff. It involved stuff. That's what it involved.
Uh-huh.
Then yeah, so seeing him, recognizing the voice is like, now if you can put aside your innate racism, maybe you can invite some new patrons into your fucking establishment. Stepping forward.
Okay. Make either intimidation or persuasion. That's gonna kind of determine whether or not you're about to take a bunch of pitchforks to the face.
Um, yeah, that is going to be an intimidation. It kind of is an intimidation. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He did use the bad words.
He did use the bad
Yeah.
words.
And he's trying to be intimidating. Like he's holding himself up high. He's like decently tall, like 6 to 7 feet tall. He's like a Maine Coon tabaxi. So he's larger of his race.
Yep, that is
It's
really gonna play well for
Ah,
people who
crack
think you're over.
die. Ah, drop die.
His fur doing his
Different
really
die.
look big.
And that's a 12.
That's
Where
a
did my
12
die
total.
go? Yeah, and now I'm looking for my other die that I dropped. But yeah, 12 total.
Okay. Well, with a 12, that's definitely not going to do it. So
Yeah,
lucky
I
for you
figured.
that these guys are commoners. So they're not exactly great with.
If they all miss, can that give me like an additional roll to intimidation? If they all miss,
Maybe we'll just see.
it's a big if. Nope.
Oh god.
2 of them hit.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, 3 of them hit. I thought you said 4 attacks.
What the fuck?
Four attacks with pike, which is basically pitchforks, and then 1 with a club. Club actually.
Okay.
They had a plus
2
0 to
pike.
hit with those pitchforks though, so it's really something
Wow.
for commoners number 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Two pikes and a club hit me.
Okay, I'm assuming it's the 19s.
Yes.
Awesome. So yeah, that's going to be 17 piercing damage and 4 bludgeoning damage for a great total of 21 damage. How you looking, buddy?
Owie.
Still decent. 21. That's still decent-ish. 21.
Okie dokie. So,
They really hit hard. Why are my rolls always ass?
That is fun. Can we hear this down here? Can we hear
Yes.
this happening? Okay.
you might not be
Can I
able
request?
to. You might
Can I
not.
request a saving throw for appearances
Uh,
to appear as if I'm unaffected, or some sort of throw to
that's
appear
going
as
to be
I'm unaffected?
performance, or
Okay,
deception.
I was hoping for like a con save just to like
No.
take it.
That's going to
Okay.
be performance or deception, whichever one you want, to kind of quote unquote look like you're shaking it off and it does nothing. Also, yes, what you can hear down where you are is currently. Well, you heard a bunch of thumping and bumping. You can't really hear the clash of weaponry since it's like pitchforks and stuff, but you can hear struggled movement from somewhere on the 2nd floor via the broken window. The sound is exuding because the bathroom door is still open, so you can kind of hear things. And you
And the
can
people
see.
in the room.
Sorry?
The people in the room. Are we hearing anything like "Oh my God" or "What the fuck" or anything like that?
There is a female somewhere who is voicing a loud string of curses in a language that you do not understand. Just continuously
so she
cursing.
threw a hammer out the window.
Yeah. It's a long string of curses in a language you do not understand. And I guess while they're attacking him, some of them are yelling like, "Ho, monster! Back! No! You will not pass this room, you beast!"
Bad kitty! Bad kitty!
Don't make me get
So-
the spray bottle!
Okay, so Ollie's current background is haunted one for obvious reasons, but he used to have the background of he was a noble. He was a noble. And as far as he understands how commerce works, he's gonna cup his hands and shout, "Don't kill the cat. We have money."
Go ahead and roll.
Oh shit! That's what I was gonna do. God damn it! Sorry.
Roll persuasion.
Oh,
Roll
fuck.
persuasion.
So you have to make notes.
No, never mind.
Love you
it's
too,
fine.
Patrick.
God damn it, that's what I wanted to do. Shit.
Well, it's
Sorry.
too
No,
late
it's never-
now.
I take it back.
I
No,
know.
I take it back. It's fine.
I need to
Take it
write
back, take it back.
notes.
I take it back. It's fine. Go ahead.
No. He can't do it anymore. It's too...
No, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah,
Because
he went
I
for
can't
intimidation.
Write notes. I can't write notes because I'm a dumbass.
So it's
You're not a dumbass.
it's up to you,
I'm
Ollie.
very angry because I saw my role already, and I'm upset.
Uh,
Go ahead. I'm upset with my roles and my bad memory.
Save him, Ollie. Save him.
Okay.
How deception? Oh shit!
Oh.
Nope. Okay.
Money doesn't matter. It's fine. Sorry.
We're not going to let you pay us to turn us into monstrosities like this. And panning away from your group for a second, gone. Hey, buddy, what you doing?
God has been gradually walking up the path here, just like, I'm not part of this. I don't know these people. Oh, look, pigs.
Mm-hmm.
Can Arthur just elect to join Gon, like
If
carrying Thorn and his sister is walking away, and also people like shouted in his face that he's a monster, and he's really not in the mental space to deal with that.
yeah, you can go towards God. You're walking that way. Ollie's trying to save Nicholas. All right, Gon, before you.
At least one of us is.
Yeah. God, before you see what looks like a barn that may or may not be 2 stories. It's got a high thatched roof. There are several animals outside milling in the early morning light. You see a small paddock of geese. There is a pig rooting around in the dirt looking for probably leftover breakfast. You see a lone oxen still kind of asleep on his legs, and there is a horse eating from a hay trough that's just beyond the fence there, and a couple chickens picking around in the dirt for seed. The door to the barn is partially open. The lanterns from the night still glow above the door.
I think, considering all that is, like, going on behind me, screaming, crashing, broken windows, I am not going to attempt to enter anywhere. I'm just gonna, I'll walk up and say hi to the geese. I'll sort of look in, just like,
All right.
hey, little fuzz, what are you up to?
Go ahead, roll me some animal handling.
Alright. Presumably, since I am a wisdom-based character, that won't be horrible. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, let's see.
If it was a natural one,
Whoa!
what?
It wasn't bad at all.
Dang, good job.
Yes.
21. Excellent. The geese do that thing that birds like to do when they're trying to nibble seeds out of your hand, like very gently kind of pinching it with the very tip of their bill, just looking for seeds that you may be offering them. They're somewhat disappointed when there is no seeds and kind of go about to picking the bugs and seed that are in their enclosure out again. But you're just chilling with the geese now. Excellent. Cool.
Mhm.
All right, let's switch back to Nicholas.
Yeah, it's just like, it's a shame I didn't keep any of those centipedes.
Oh yeah, they probably would have liked those centipedes.
Yeah. But it's
Wonder what
okay, the
stat
death house
block
liked
for a
them more.
goose is. I need to see that now.
Well, after the persuasion fails, Ollie's just gonna call up. Okay, I don't. You might want to get out of there. Not sure what else I can do here.
Alrighty. So Nicholas, what do you say? What do you say after being hit with all of that? Since you rolled a 5.
Yeah. Well, that was for the performance, remember?
Yep.
So I didn't know if I was going to have anything else more to say.
Well,
Um.
I assumed you were gonna be like, "Is that all of you've got?" If you had passed it, so I'm assuming it's more like, "Is that all you've
No,
got?"
it was more. No, it wasn't something I was saying. It was just more so like straight facing it. It was the attempt.
Ah, okay, yeah. So you wince a little bit because it kind of hurts. When
But if you're
Strong and
allowing
then
me to
double
say
over because
something
it-
after being been attacked 3 times,
yeah, because they're kind of
um,
just trying to push you out and back into the room. They don't want to let you out into the rest of the end because they're still
okay,
under the assumption that you are an attacking monster, which they are quite used to having to deal with.
okay. If you're giving me a chance to say one more thing after their attacks, I would like to
Yeah, I don't want to kill you.
hold an attack, and presuming they don't have, I don't know. I would like to hold an attack on the boss and grab platinum out of my pocket and
You have
that's what I want. I want to grab a platinum out of my pocket and shove it into his chest, not trying to like hurt him, but like forcefully, like, you know, that like a sort of thing. And this is for your consideration. If you wish to fight, though, I can guarantee all of you will die.
I'm not sure whether that's supposed to be persuasion or intimidation, but I need you to roll one of them for me.
Okay, it's gonna be another intimidation with 2 dice in the dice jail already.
Ollie's gonna back him up with yeah.
It is a platinum piece too. So I'm hoping like the platinum like says something.
The platinum says something, but
My
let's
fucking god!
What is
a
it?
10.
10
A
total.
fucking 10. Yes.
Okay,
Does he get advantage because of my yeah?
I'll give it to you just because.
Hey, Nibby did yeah, and we got advantage that one time.
That's true. I'll let it happen just because I don't want to accidentally fucking kill you when you just got out of the goddamn death house.
I've already resigned to him dying at this
It's
rate.
not
because the dice said,
accidental.
fuck
He
Nicholas.
got himself into trouble all on his own.
I mean, that's
Okay,
true.
okay. I found a die that doesn't hate me immediately. That was an
Okay.
unnatural 20.
Okay. Total?
Yay!
Yeah, unnatural
20.
20.
Okay, you see the group wind up for another set of attacks as you shove the platinum into what looks like the innkeeper's chest, and he grasps it, fumbles a bit, drops the club that he was holding, and kind of looks it over, and then looks over your shoulder uncertainly. As the woman who had been behind you is finally done pulling on at least a cotton shift to cover herself, and she stomps up. And she attempts to grab you by the shoulder, if allowed, and push you to one side to inspect the coin that you have given the man. Do you allow this to happen?
So just on his shoulder, but
Trying to basically shove you towards this guy who would also stumble back if she was successful in doing so.
when I first entered this room, was I able to size her up in any way, shape, or form, or no?
You really didn't give her a second look past an apology and trying to rush out the door.
That's fair. I also did
She
leave
chucked a
5
weapon
gold
at
in their
you
room.
That went out the window.
It was a lamp. She chucked a lamp at me, which was
She did.
expected.
No, I think it was a weapon. No,
It could have been a hammer, I think, if I'm.
I think it was
I think it was her hammer.
something like a hammer or a.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
bolt
I was
thing.
remembering a conversation in the middle of the week, or like Monday or something, that
It's
she
the
said
round
lamp. But
thing.
regardless, I
Things
don't
got
see the
thrown.
round thing. Yeah, if it's not like, am I able to tell if this is like someone trying to attack me or just shove me out of the way?
It seems like they're trying to shove you out of the way. It doesn't seem like they
Uh,
have the physical power to back it up, but they are trying to shove you out of the way to step out into the hallway.
I'll
Coward
allow it.
Coward
I'll
means
allow
guard.
it. I think he would allow it.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a die for it to see what he would do.
What would Nicholas do? Break into an inn!
Okay, yeah, he does allow it.
Okay, so you are shoved to one side as she steps out and holds her hand palm open for the coin. The innkeeper, without hesitation, drops it into her open palm. She inspects it. The woman is of a darker, more olive toned skin than this gentleman, who is actually quite pale in comparison. She bites the coin, looks it over, and sets two sharp green eyes to lock with yours. This is good coin. What is lycanthrope like you doing with such things?
If you had any travel experience or any ounce of
She laughs at you. Travel experience. No,
or
go on.
weren't so ignorant, you would know that I wasn't a lichen in a race known as
Oh, I
Tabaxi.
know you, cat. I know exactly what you are, and I know that you are very far from home. Dimitri! And the innkeeper straightens up. Yes, miss? Room. Prepare it. And clean up the glass in my bathroom. Right away. And he skitters this away. The others look kind of confused, but two of them follow while the other looks at her uncertainly. Are you sure, ma'am? I've got this. Go. Go. Ollie, you can hear that the sounds from upstairs have faded a bit.
Yeah, Ollie's nervous, but he's also not going to break in. He's going to wait and just occasionally call up, hey, you still alive in there? Probably? Hopefully?
For the moment, whoever you are.
Ollie, thank you!
Ollie. Downstairs, cat. Go wipe your feet and get your friend inside.
All of my friends that I can assure you aren't lichens, despite one of their appearances. Or everyone in this establishment is as racist as your friend here.
Everyone in this establishment has lost at least one family member to something that looked like you. Or like...
And clearly their senses.
I am not so enamored with your money that I cannot change my mind. Do not press my patience.
Do not test mine, for I have exhibited quite a bit considering where I come from.
I am really starting to regret taking this coin.
So are
And
we
then
sleeping at the church then?
He'll start heading downstairs.
Alright. So, before we go to that, I'm gonna go back over to y'all again. So, Gan, and now, Goodest Boy, what are you guys up to? Because by this time, you've probably walked over to Gan with the geese.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Gone.
think he got distracted by this carriage. Is it like just hanging out, or does it look like it belongs to somebody?
Oh, that's actually just there for the ambiance.
Okay.
There's not an actual
Yeah.
carriage there.
And yeah, we are looking at the geese. From afar because he's scared of scaring things.
That's true.
The geese
Yeah,
immediately
Gan
drop
has
dead out of
just-
fright.
Oh, I
Kind of
forgot
like
Just-
a proud papa type of looking at Gon, having fun with the geese and making friends, and oh, this is so cute. Oh, so much nicer than Nicholas breaking into a fucking inn.
I have a
Anyway.
question.
Oh.
I was reviewing the loot in our channel, and one shows one potion was given to me, but I have no idea if I ever drank that.
I don't remember
I-
if you did either.
I think we said that we kind of drank a lot of potion, but then we leveled up or rested or something, and it was. Or wait, was that another game? Oh, I'm confused.
You're thinking about the ocean one.
Ah,
Okay.
probably.
because we found 4 presumably potions of healing,
Hmm?
and 1 was given to me. I don't know about the other 3. I think they were kept with whoever found them, which was, I'm assuming,
I have
Arthur or
them.
Gon?
I have them.
Okay.
I have everything.
Yellow book.
Everything that isn't
Oh,
marked.
and we have way more gold than I
So-
realized.
Yeah,
Sort of.
Did we ever split up the gold? I'm sorry, this is
Yeah,
kind of
no.
OC talking. I apologize for interrupting. you
No,
both.
I basically stored everything in the bag of holding, and anything that doesn't have a name beside it
It's just
with
in the
Arthur
holding.
in the bag of holding.
Okay, cool. Then the more important question is, do we know if I ever drank that potion?
Don't think you did.
don't know if you did.
Should
don't
we
think
roll
so.
to see if I have or not? Or you're
Okay.
saying you don't think I did?
We
I
don't
don't
think
think
you
you
did,
did.
but you can roll back through the chat to see if you rolled for healing. But I don't.
Oh, that'd be a
think
while
so.
ago. Okay, is it okay if I start drinking the 1 potion that we think I have?
Okay. Yeah.
You haven't. I don't think you have drank any. As far as I can see, you haven't drank a potion since my last divine sense, and that was before the very last game.
Okay.
Before we got the potions, I think.
Okay.
Wait, we got.
I think
those.
we found all that stuff in Geist
Well-
room.
That's true. I have no idea.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Okay, if I have it, I'll drink it, and that's 2d4 or 1d4?
I believe that's 2d4 plus 2, if I'm not mistaken.
2d4 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
Because it was just a regular one.
Healing.
So are you headed downstairs though?
Potion.
Oh yeah, no, I said I would be heading downstairs, and while doing so, I would be drinking it,
It's
like
normal.
pull this potion out and drink it.
Mhm.
Okay,
Um,
okay. 2d4 plus 2. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is 8 points of healing.
Okay.
Which I no longer know what the. Oh, okay, I know what it was. Had to think about it. He's alive. I can get off my backup character sheet in D&D Beyond.
Oh,
I already
no.
started finishing him up. I was like, he's dead. I can't roll for shit, and Aaron's rolling good. I'm dead.
They had a +0. I'm not sure what you have done. All
Is
right.
when the unskilled gets lucky.
So anyway, Arthur, what were you doing?
Watching Gon make friends with the geese.
Yeah, and Gon has just like settled down like to sit on the ground right now. He's sort of
Where did I go?
wedged himself between the goose
To the
pen and
dock.
the larger animal pen, and he's like, you know what? I'm covered in all kinds of disgusting things anyway. What's a little dirt? I could sleep here.
Oh yeah, we really need a bath. I have soap. I can share my soap with everybody.
The pig over there has quite a nice puddle. We could soap up and be covered in slightly less disgusting things.
I mean, considering
Okay.
what came out of the tap at the house, instead of water, I guess the pigs.
Yeah.
Puddle
This
is
is the front
better.
on this side.
Yeah, it's
okay.
better.
Would
isn't
be
it?
an improvement.
Yeah, I'm just looking in comparisons here. Like normally I wouldn't bathe in a pig's mud puddle, but
You know, we could head
situation.
for the church. I'm pretty sure they would be less judgmental, especially if I show them my symbol. They usually let me stay in churches.
This is the
Yeah.
front, correct?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, sorry.
That's the front.
Okay, just making sure. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know about less judgmental, but hopefully holy symbols get us somewhere. I'll stand up and pat myself down. Alright, so, should we give Nicholas up for dead and head up that way?
I don't know, but we should fetch Ollie.
Oh,
He
yeah.
seems to be reasonable and not. I mean, after Nicholas, last I've seen him, and he might need
Ollie
support.
wouldn't
You
be
know,
dead.
he...
Ollie would run away.
Not true.
Ollie
Ollie,
wouldn't be dead, so
Ollie.
not knowing.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Out here waiting to see if he gets murdered or not.
Oh, he's still alive.
Always a fun activity.
You guys are just yelling this across
Ollie.
a town. Hi, where are you?
Yeah, basically. Ollie.
I'm still
There
on the front of
there
the
he is.
tavern.
No, you're not. We're at the front. You're not here.
Yeah,
And he's here, just around the corner, under that window. Be careful! There are things falling out of that window. Like that thing almost hit me in the head. Points in the rubble. So we are thinking about heading up to the church.
Yeah, this obviously isn't working out. Oh, door handle's turning.
There's there's quite a number of locks on the door that the innkeeper appears to have done undone about half of them. And then he sees you approaching, and he kind of jumps and moves out of the way a bit.
If he was actually doing something, I didn't know if he was doing something or not, so I would have given him his space.
Okay, he finishes unlocking the door and hesitantly opens it a crack.
Hello?
The kind that tries to look small and non-threatening behind the lamp.
So my dog, I taught him to stand on 2 legs.
That's really not as funny as you think, Gon.
And
It's
these are
not
my more
funny. It's
patient,
less. Yeah, it's
kind-hearted friends.
less threatening sounding. You know, if you did stand on four legs, you probably could have gotten away with it.
I don't actually have 4 legs, and he shows off his opposable thumbs that he uses to grip his sword.
Oh man.
You mean there wasn't these cool little paw gloves that you just slip on every time you pick up your sword that are like attached to the hilt? So you can wield it like that, like an upright dog? God, this ruins my immersion like so much.
Well,
And I would have said,
anthropomorphic.
and to the keeper, I would have said, despite appearances, they are actually not much different from me in terms of not being a lichen. And
but we are much
actually more
different.
patient than me.
They seem
Yeah,
much more friendly
that
than you.
that was what I was gonna say. Yeah. Thank you. Yes,
Sorry, I
yes,
had
we
something
are.
I was saying, but I couldn't remember what the fuck it was.
Alright, well he has his orders, so he does open the door for you.
You know,
Nick is also very. Can I roll a perception check or insight because he is trying to like eye everyone ready for someone to stab at him.
Alright, yeah, go ahead and roll insight.
I like how I went to look for the die that I put in dice jail.
Do it.
Okay, that's a natural 6 for a Where's my skills? Insight, you said?
Uh-huh.
8. Everyone's out to kill me.
Well, yeah, no, they all look completely not cool with your existence. Most of them are either side-eyeing you and actively gripping their pitchforks or clubs, or just openly staring at you in a hostile manner, just like daring you to step toe out of line so that they can resume trying to stab you into non-existence. Nobody here fucking likes you, and you even know that with an 8.
Oh yeah, I assumed as much, and I don't like them.
Ollie,
Yeah.
Ollie pops up around the corner and is like, "Hi, are we cool? Or do we need to run? Or
Your barn cat has paid for the window. Miss Lenka has said you may stay the evening. Don't push your luck or bite anyone. He stares at Arthur.
Oh,
I
he's a
I
good
gave
boy.
him a teasing from a cat, as a cat does.
You hear a collective as several people just stand up, pitchforks in hand, clubs at the
It was
ready.
correct. It was not a very loud one. It was intended for just the innkeeper.
Nicholas, for God's sake, stop antagonizing the locust. I am so sorry for my friend's behavior. And Arthur is like trying to look small and non-threatening, even in heavy armor and with big swords.
I get the feeling we're gonna. Sorry. I get the feeling we're gonna say that a lot.
Looking like that? Yes, those two are. Yep. Whoa. He kind of looks at Ollie a bit taken aback as well.
Yep. Yeah,
Um,
we're
Yeah,
not.
always taller than
we're-
me. That's right.
You are quite sure you are not mongrel folk?
No?
Ollie kind of shrinks a little bit and just gives a timid wave and just says, no, I promise."
Mm.
He brings his tail around and holds it like a little old lady with a purse.
Arthur kind of whispers to Gon, what is mongrel folk?
I'm hoping it's not a rude bird.
If you don't know, you don't want to know. Now get inside so I can lock the
Okay.
door so nothing worse than you gets in.
Sorry.
Worse than Nicholas?
I
Yes.
know, it's
Yeah,
very
he's a
surprising to
smart.
me too. As soon as you step inside, he goes to the process of locking up the door again, although less heavily bolted than it was before, simply because if somebody knocks who's actually human, he is going to need to undo a lot of shit to let them in again.
Arthur kind of approaches him very carefully and kind of keeping a comfortable distance for him and says, if we have a room, maybe have access to a bath. Maybe we've been through a bit of trouble and kind of motions to himself, mostly still covered in guano, I think.
Now, he gets a good look at you now, besides just the wolf part that he was worried about, and you see his nose just wrinkle. Ugh.
Yeah, I assure you I am dashingly handsome most of the time.
You I can believe, others not so much. Come.
Thank you. And Arthur kind of goes after him with softly slashing tail, like wagging
Also-
his tail that he's gonna get a bath.
Also, I am extremely unhappy with Dungeon Fog because I had doors over here, and now they're not
Aw.
there. I don't know what
Aw.
happened.
Oh, yeah.
I think they didn't load in
Nick?
all the way while I was downloading the picture.
Oh, are we following
Aw.
him?
He
mean,
motioned,
yeah.
said, follow me. If you don't want
Oh,
to,
sorry.
you don't have to.
My mistake.
Yeah,
I
Promise
was
the
trying to
bath.
grab
I'm
at us.
following him.
he,
Oh yeah, okay.
he did promise
Yeah,
the
no.
We're
bath.
sliding doors
Yeah,
now.
Nick is definitely interested in that, but still not trusting anyone. Waiting
Arthur
for
is
someone to
already
surprise
digging
attack
around
him.
in the bag of holding for the soap.
Okay, hold on. Let me get you onto board.
What is
Yeah, you can't see the cat from this height.
Yeah, so the cat's actually moved. Cat's right here now.
Oh!
Yeah, an homage to Nicholas's attempt to storm the building.
Hey, the end result is that we're in and we're not in a fight. I call that a success.
Also
The
bleeding.
details are irrelevant.
I like that we only got in because of Ollie going, yeah, outside.
Actually, yeah, no, that is actually true. That is so true.
Yeah, definitely was not the DM's pity at all.
It's the rule of Nippy. Yeah, it works.
That's true.
Above game, I was ready for Nick to die because the dice declared so. So I was just upset.
He
Like, come on.
he takes a key ring and loops through a few sets of keys which are on different loops, and he unclips 2 of them. He inserts the first one into this lock and turns to open the door, and you see a bedroom with 2 single beds in them with beautiful draping canopies. Apparently Platinum buys you a good room. And then he walks over here to the end of the hallway and inserts the second key in this knob and unlocks the door to reveal a room with a single large plush bed with velveteen sheets and 2 comfortable chairs. And he points inside and says, "There is interlocking door to the right. To the bathroom. Bath only in this room. If you need to use a different type of bath facility, it is downstairs underneath the upstairs case.
Thank you so much. And
Do not pee in my tub."
Of course not.
God.
What a beast.
As he passes, Ollie's gonna bow and say thank you for your reasonability, sir. Have a good night.
Breakfast downstairs 2 hours. He hands the 2 keys to Gon, since Gon is the more
Oh,
humanoid-looking one of the bunch.
thank
I
you
need fair.
kindly. I like this. Y'all make me feel normal.
Welcome.
He kind of looks Ollie up and down. Do you need me to fetch Hoofpick from stables?
Ollie fidgets and glances around and then just says quietly, "Yeah, that'd be nice, thank you."
Right.
Oh.
We'll be outside door in a couple minutes.
Fetch a what from stables?
Hoofpick.
So get the pedicure.
As somebody who
Wow.
has dealt with horses, hooves can get very impacted with dirt, grime, and other things, and you need to get it out with a hoof pick.
Oh yeah. No, I just didn't hear you.
Carrier. He used to use lockpicks to do it.
Oh, sweetie. I'm gonna buy you one. As a gift.
I actually
Arthur
didn't
is
know
like
that.
Arthur is already like half naked. Like most of his armor is off, and he's
Whoa.
getting his soaps and stuff, and just like being embarrassed is not his thing. At least not about natural stuff like baby.
And it
He needs
appears
them grown off him.
it appears that there is some form of plumbing here, possibly rainwater based, as the water that you are filling up the tub with is cold, but there is a small furnace underneath the tub itself with a fire starter and a stack of wood next to it for you to stoke up the fire to warm up your water if you need to.
I'm 99% sure he totally skipped the warming of the water and just getting cold,
Yep.
cold bath. Just
Cold,
getting
wet dog
tea.
smell. It's perfect. Yeah, and
Oh,
you
I'll
can see
hand-
the chute just outside the window there in the bathroom, where you are expected to use the bucket provided to get rid of the dirty water after.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I hand the other key to Ollie, and I say, "All right, nighty night."
Yep, thanks. Ollie isn't sure which room he's going to stay in. He's gonna wait and see where everybody goes first. He's just standing in the hallway all awkward.
Yeah, Gon takes the big room apparently.
Yeah, well, God wants the bath.
Nick
Well, it's
also
actually
is eyeing
connected.
the big room.
It's a shared bath, so.
Nick is definitely eyeing the big room. But
I
if
mean-
a strong enough case
Okay.
is made for it, then
Nick paid for the big room, and if he sees Nick's going to the big room, he is immediately going for the tiny room. He's just gonna go and sit in the corner, not even on the bed, because he knows he's nasty.
Oh man.
Gon's
Anybody
just
want to
gonna-
join the bath? Oh, there's hot water. Oh, should I make hot water?
Yes, please.
Okay. Like,
I'll go
Arthur
last.
changes out the water, and this time he stokes the fire and just kind of shakes himself dry.
oh, Gon, can I trouble you for a favor?
Let me see. You seem to have a few stab wounds in you, buddy. Is it a healing favor?
More of a because I think I've seen. Okay, if I'm misremembering, I'm sorry, but I thought I've seen you use prestidigitation before. If
You
not,
are
then
misremembering.
Yeah, you're
I
thinking
apologize.
You're thinking of Kavala's character in the next group who does nothing but prestidigitate every time we get the smallest little spot of dirt. She's a very
Then
clean-oriented person.
never mind.
She's a very valued member of the party.
Yes, I thought Gon had prestidigitation, and I know I butchered that, but my mistake. I did not say that.
Prestidigitate.
Prestidigitate me.
Arthur leans in. Arthur leans in through the door. The bath is ready. If you need it, gone. Get it nice
Oh,
and warm.
yep.
Is Nicholas in the room? Okay, I'm taking the other room then, and just gathers his
Wait, don't leave
stuff
me with
and
him.
dumps it. Too late.
All right, looks like we're getting comfy tonight, Nicholas.
Do you want big spoon or little spoon?
There was hidden meaning behind that favorite. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I need a
I'm pretty sure
personal
Gon is the
favor.
little spoon.
Look, just like a D&D TikTok I saw, what's D&D if not to awkwardly flirt with your friends?
Gon just looks you up and down like, I'm too old for you. Shuts the door.
All
Arthur
right.
remembers the soap, kind of leans just his paw in. If you need soap, here's some fresh
Yoink.
pieces.
All right. I think Gon is gonna take an incredibly long time in the bathroom, just like using up all the hot water. He's that kind of guy.
There is fortunately a reserve of rainwater on the roof to refill the bath. The other people will just have to wait for it to reheat itself.
Yeah, Ollie falls asleep waiting for bath time.
Yeah.
Aw.
I guess I have to wash my clothes too. Wait, let me see. Do I have spare clothes?
I know Nicholas. That was definitely on
You don't have a
Nicholas's
spare
agenda.
bedroll anymore.
No, I just have one pair of clothes.
I think
I don't
Arthur
I
gave
have
his
spare
bedroll to
clothes.
Gone.
Yeah.
Ollie, are you sure you want to sleep like that? A safe bed. You should stretch out a little bit. Ollie? And I tried to gently pick them up and tuck them in the bed.
Alright, you reach out to pick up Ollie.
Yeah, the second you touch Ollie,
Sorry. You should get into bed to sleep. Stretch out a little bit. It's safe here, so make use of it while you can. I mean, if you want to. Sorry for startling you.
No, it's okay. He sort of swipes his brow and takes a breath and just Thanks, but I'm kind of I'm kind of gross. I don't want to ruin the sheets or anything. I don't think I've had a bath in a century or two.
If you're sure, I mean, they can kind of wash the sheets. That's like their job. So, or you can take a bath after Khan is done.
In like hours.
2 days
There's
later.
even hot water.
Nick is actually getting a little annoyed with waiting, but won't rush him. He's already been done with today.
I think like actually washing himself doesn't take that long. It's that he's like sitting there like washing his clothes and like drying them out.
I mean, if I were gone, I would just be soaking in a fresh tub of water after getting all the grime off me. I would have like dumped it out
Yeah.
and then got a fresh tub of hot water and just be soaking in that and just be like, ah, yeah.
Yeah, Ollie sort of settles
They're like
back down, sleeping
they're like-
position. And let me know when he's done.
There are towels and stuff, right?
Yeah, they're not exactly the fluffiest towels in the world, but they're serviceable. They're large enough that they're able to accommodate. They're more like bath sheets than bath towels, really.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure
Okay,
they
yeah.
have pretty good patrons sometimes.
If they're like pretty big, then I guess like as soon as Gon is clean and his like clothes are rinsed out, I guess he'll just hang them up to dry and wrap himself in a towel.
Yeah, it's like a big towel cloak kind of dealio. You're good.
Oh, good, yeah. And he scoots out and he's just like, don't say anything, don't say anything. Go ahead.
Arthur is just sitting around in his breeches,
Okay.
kind of
Alright then.
trying to clean his armor.
Nick will go into the bathroom and start trying to bathe, and yeah, he'll start bathing and trying to clean his clothes and seeing that there's all this damage to his clothes now, and just exasperated. This isn't actually in my inventory, but any reason that he would have any sort of sewing materials, or no, not at all?
No, not without having that as an actual feature, because that's an actual thing that you can get proficiency for.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sewing kit. We've
Yeah. Oh, by the by, after about like 20 minutes, probably back before Arthur was even done inside the bathroom, there was a small knock at the store, and the innkeeper did come back with a hoof pick for you. A relatively clean one.
Oh, great, awesome, thank you.
Yeah, that was like
Ollie
forever
says-
ago, but I forgot to say it.
No, it's okay. Ollie at that point would have taken the hoof pick and gone back to the corner and, like, I don't know, taken off his shirt and used it so the floor doesn't get dirty and started cleaning out his hooves. You gotta understand, he is used to a house that tries to murder him when he makes messes, so he's trying to be very neat.
Aww.
Don't provoke the house. Don't provoke the house. Don't provoke the house.
Exactly.
It's okay. I deserved this. I provoked the house.
So Arthur looks over and he just sees this tiefling cuddled in the corner, sitting cross-legged, just picking all this crud out of his hoof onto his shirt. And when there's a speck that falls off the tree, he's like, huh? And then picks it up and puts it back on the shirt and then keeps going.
Just looks around at the walls in paranoia.
He uses his tail as a very fluffy broom to kind of like sweep up the rest of it.
A
be
stray
fair, Arthur
breeze
is
rattles the
probably-
window.
He starts sweating profusely.
To be fair, Arthur is probably too preoccupied getting his armor cleaned and taken care of. Like, it hasn't been oiled properly, and it's like blood and other liquids dried into like the chains of his shirt and stuff.
Ew.
But you can see him being his fluffy, gorgeous self in just some plain breeches, like his normal, like the not travel clothes, but like the common clothes that he has a set of. Like just a pair of clean breeches and nothing else. Just fluffiness.
I mean, he is the one person in this party who can take off his armor and still be decent.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But yeah. So maybe after an hour or so. So for Ollie, this might have been like 3, or with Arthur, maybe even 4 hours at this point. Oh shit! Breakfast happened while Gon was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Um,
missed the breakfast bell. Maybe you can go down for lunch.
Yep.
I think
Nobody
we're too
came up to
tired.
remind you because nobody wants you there.
mhm.
Would have Arthur remembered the breakfast? I'm gonna roll for that.
I don't know. You were pretty obsessed with your armor.
He probably gone down and brought up some plates of food.
All right. So if you went down there, you brought what you brought back. Consisted of what looks like an oatmeal, almost. It does have some diced fruit in it, possibly apples. And there do appear to be 4 steaming meat pies, which you had just seen as you came down being delivered by a little old lady with a handcart to the innkeeper. She was actually
Aw.
delivering quite a lot of them. It looks like this is a daily thing for her. So there are 4 steaming meat pies, a bowl of oatmeal with some dried fruit in it, possibly apples, and a tankard of what is perhaps milk or cream, along with some glasses, and a smaller tankard of water.
Yeah, I probably brought some food up and distributed it between the rooms. So I can have some food and then set
Okay.
to cleaning my armor.
So yeah, after about an hour that Nick's been in the bathroom, he's probably as clean as he can get him and his clothes. His clothes are probably still damp, so he has a towel around his waist. Like
The
I'll
towel
say,
boys are in the big room.
If it's only around your waist, it's probably dragging on the ground like a wedding gown. It's like I said, it's a bath sheet, so you're gonna have to like bundle that up around the chest, even with you being as tall as you are, Mr. Maine Coon.
oh wow, I've never had a towel that long, and I have a bath sheet too, and I'm 6'2",
I
so I thought it was
enjoy-
okay.
I enjoy towels. Just on a personal level, I like baths and fluffy towels. So this is
That's the dream.
this is my towel life.
I'm
I will
guessing
have
there's no
fantasy
robes.
towels that match what I want, even if I can't have real ones.
Yay.
I'm guessing there's no
That's what this is
robes.
for.
No.
Almost certainly no robes. Okay.
Not in the kind of room you've paid for. You've been given one of the better rooms, but not the quote-unquote best room.
And it's only those giant towels.
Just those giant towels. There are about 6 of them.
Okay, then he would have folded it in half and wrapped it around himself so it's not dragging everywhere.
Okie dokie. You're determined for towel
I-
skirt. I see.
Yes.
You lean in the doorway in your towel skirt. Hi, Gon.
No, actually, I was gonna go into this room. Oh, I see. There's food. Ollie, the bath is ready for you. Also, had a question with once everyone's done cleaning up, Arthur.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And then he'll wait because what he wants to do requires inventory management in game.
Ollie kind of pushes up the shirt that he was wearing and yeah, he takes it with him.
Alrighty.
He's gonna step into the bathtub and try to toss the shit out the window. And then he's gonna close the window.
You toss the shit out the window with the rest of the dirty bathwater, which you can see goes in a chute down to the floor, yeah, down to the ground, and kind of cycles away down the hillside.
Yeah, and meticulous as ever, he takes care to scrub the bathtub out first with whatever cleaning products are available to him, and then he refills it.
Alrighty, cool. And as you step into the now warm water, you are a little bit disappointed. It doesn't feel as warm as you would have hoped. In fact, it feels lukewarm at best, even though you can see some bubbles rising.
Aww.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's not frigid, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
He piled his clothes in his dirty clothes in the corner and set his things by the door, and he's just kind of soaking and cleaning as best as he can.
Arthur leaves his cleaned armor pieces behind and goes to
Yeah.
visit.
He doesn't mind if it's not that warm. It's fine. It's at least they got warm, right? Although he does kind of end up somewhat concerned of the how do you say, the possibility of future warmness.
Mhm.
That might be a bit of concern, Ollie, especially when you see that where your arms and chest and any part of you that's in the water are actually touching the surface of the water. Closer to your skin, you can see little ice crystals forming and then floating away only to melt into the rest of the water.
From where Arthur is, you just hear a soft
Ollie. Arthur knocks.
Ah,
There you go.
nope, nope, nope. Ghana goes and hides under the sheets. When
Can I
Nicholas
come
came
in?
into the room, by the way, Gon had like this like whole entire like makeup kit spread out before him, and like was just like with the had like made a makeshift robe out of the gigantic towel and the 10-foot hempen rope.
I'm digging this.
Just like glances at Nicholas and is just like, don't say anything. Look at me. I'm fine. And just sits there applying makeup. But as soon as he hears the knock, he quickly packs up his makeup kit and scoots under the sheet.
May I come in?
I'm sure. If Gon doesn't say anything after you've hidden your makeup.
You wanted to talk? Nicholas? Oh, hi, Gon.
Nope, I'm not here.
Arthur
Just like this lump in
dutifully
the bed.
turns away and pretends that Gon is not there.
Nick actually lets out a like notable chuckle.
I'm not the drow you're looking for.
Yes, I was actually wondering if we could divvy up what we did find in that wretched place.
Oh, of course.
Or properly divvy everything up.
Let me just touch the bag.
Also, I did want to ask if I could take a short rest in this time as well.
Yeah, this is all counting as a short rest for all of you.
Yay! Because
We're
I need
gonna
healing.
go for a long rest soon.
I mean, so far it's been a short rest, but depending on how long you don't fight any innkeepers for, it might turn into a long rest.
Well, Arthur wants to sleep, but duty to his companions comes first, so he brings a bag of holding. And Nicholas had his backpack. They kind of traded at one point. And we can divvy up the
Okay.
stuff. I mean, kind of did already. It's just if you want something to have on you.
It was more so divvying up the money that we found, or is the money
Okay.
what we all found divvied up already in Discord?
No, the money was just dumped into the bag.
Okay.
The bag of holding. Sorry.
Okay.
Um,
Doo-doo-doo.
Rose, like, I feel like wouldn't want to share, but
Correct.
Gun kind of like fights down that impulse, and it's just like, yeah, if you need anything, now that we're not actively fighting for our lives, you can take things.
All right.
Feel free.
I'm dividing the gold right now.
Also,
In
note,
my-
Arthur, as you start taking items out of the bag to inspect them, all of the items that you took from the death house, while mostly pristine and new when you got them, now look like they've aged about 100 years, including the books.
Oh. I kind of show them. This doesn't look too good.
They still
Does that
look
mean that?
usable, but they do not look new anymore.
Yeah. Okay. No, again. Yeah. It should be fine. Okay, so you wanted to have some money on you, right?
Yep. So
Um,
evenly, it looks like it comes out to about 252 copper, 68 silver, and 87 gold. Roughly.
That's a
It
four-way
might
split,
be
I'm
like
assuming.
yes.
250
How much gold, sorry?
copper.
87 gold,
87. Wow, that's a lot.
68 silver, and 252 copper.
And that's not counting the items that you found that you could sell.
And
No,
we need to sell.
That was just the items. Oh yeah, that's right. And I did want to say in the bath, I was using the silver brush I found to like brush out any knots or anything in my fur,
Speaking of that,
and then
silver
washing
brush
it, and then
does look.
washing it.
Silver brush did look mightily tarnished from when you last saw it, as though it had undergone about 100 years of age.
Oh, so it's probably not worth what it used to be.
I mean, silver's still silver.
You just need to not wash it, but like polish it. You need to polish it. Yeah. Sorry, words. Okay, so that's 87 gold.
Yeah, 87 gold.
anyone-
It's 50 silver plus.
Looks like I didn't
Oh,
even put it in my...
Oh, for silver, I said it was
yes.
68. 68 silver.
Hands up. Oh my gosh, where did it go? Okay, 68. That was 58 total because it runs up and 50 plus.
I converted like leftover, like if it was like 0.5 gold, I just said that was 5 silver because that's kind of what it is. If you're wondering how I got those numbers.
Yeah. What?
So I divided the
5
gold
silver?
by 4, which was a 87.5. So and then I
I'm
did.
trying to do math but failing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was using a calculator for it.
Me
Eh.
too. I'm just like not good at the the exchange rates.
Yeah.
50. Which means there's like 2. Wait. Is it just 10, the exchange rate between the thingies?
Yes.
Yep. So like 10 copper to silver, 5 silver to inferium, which hardly gets used, and
Yeah,
then
that's
10
no.
silver to gold.
Okay.
So 100 copper is a gold piece,
Oh, yeah.
and 1,000 copper is a platinum piece. The way I did the math, it kind of left us with a half of copper left, so I just rounded that up.
Why do we have copper left? There was 1,000 copper in
Oh, you're just converting it to gold?
copper? No. I'm just What are the copper?
I'm confused.
250 coppers each.
Oh no, yeah. So like I was saying, I divided the golden by 4, which left 0.5 gold, which was 5 silver, and then I added 5 to what we found, divided that by 4, which was ended up into 68.75, and then I rounded up from there and added 8 to the 1,000 we found. If that makes sense.
Can't math right. It's fine. This is
I will type it. I will type it in.
okay.
So that'll be easier.
Because you don't have to. DV up the half coins because those are already DV'd up. Makes sense.
Yeah, so basically, if you divided by 4 and got 87.5 gold, that means it's 87 gold and 5 silver for each person. You don't have to add that back into the silver.
Oh, okay. I'm typing how I did it right now.
Yeah. But yeah, what Arthur's saying is correct. You don't add the 0.5 back into this. You don't add the 5 back into the silver because the 5 is already divided amongst you. The 0.5 gold, which is 5 silver.
Oh.
Wait, sorry, it's not finished. Plus 5 equal. Oh my god, I can't. Shit. There we go. 87 gold pieces, 72 silver pieces, and 255 copper pieces per person.
That sounds
Uh,
fair. Yes?
What
Good to have
I
some.
or yeah, what did we say before? Okay, there we go.
That's how I did it and how I got
3
to those
more.
numbers.
You put the 5s down, and those are already divvied up, so you don't
Yeah, you
water
don't do
those
that.
again.
Oh, okay. Weird.
No.
Okay, so the gold is
No,
right.
just math.
I
Just
don't
math.
know then. Alright then, so...
4 more silver and 3 more copper.
So then is
Okay.
it just 87, 67, 250? Or, no, 68, not 67.
It's
Or, I don't know.
yeah, what Kathy posted.
Yeah, what Kathy
Alright.
posted is the correct one.
Never mind, I won't do math then.
It's okay.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay, you tried. Ow, that hurt.
Did Ollie see the tray of food that Arthur brought in? Like, he probably brought in when they
Oh
were
yeah, the
still
food.
waiting for the bathroom to free up, so would have offered him food. Eat, please. Just
He probably would have seen it, but would have also assumed that Arthur was saving it for himself. So no, he didn't take it.
Well, I mean, like, Arthur would have offered Ollie to take his share, like, here's the food I dropped off Hans and Nick's share in their room. Have at it.
Are you doing this now, or did you do it before he fell asleep?
I think I did it before he went into the bathroom.
Oh, okay, well in that case, yeah, he probably would have tried to eat.
Yeah.
Just Just
Arthur feels a bit like a mother hen towards Ollie.
So for those of you who eat the breakfast, the oatmeal is nothing special, standard fare for anybody who tries it. The milk is a bit lukewarm but extremely fresh, compliments of the cow. The water, while kind of tepid and a little bit stale tasting, is definitely drinkable. And the meat pies, for anybody who tries them, are absolutely delicious. In fact, you would venture to say it is the best thing that you have ever eaten should you try them.
Arthur definitely polished off his share of the food.
They have a nice
Nice.
crispity, crackety crust with just the right level of browning on it that flakes away in your mouth. They're stuffed full of potatoes and meat and a delectable brown gravy with plenty of salt and pepper in it. And is that a hint of paprika? I think so. And carrots and turnips. Fresh from some granny's garden.
Okay, so here's the question. Bath time was weird. Is lunchtime weird?
Yes, actually, Ollie, you don't taste much of anything, except for the pie.
Damn it.
You do taste the pie. In fact, it tastes better than anything you've ever tasted, even while living.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah. Nick would have also imbibed it as well. Does
Bye.
Nick have to worry about his thing yet?
You're eating the pie?
Yeah.
No, then you don't.
Okay.
See, that is why Arthur is feeding everybody. I knew it was good.
guess I-
for him to
No, I know what she means by that above game, so.
Sorry, Gon, what were you saying?
I think even though there's like not that much reason to suspect it, there is a small chance that the innkeeper's still like, I'm gonna try and poison Nicholas. So I'm gonna ritual cast Purify Food and Drink before I eat it.
Okie dokie. Can you link me the spell description for Purify Food and Drink a second? I just want to read it real quick.
Did that post? Here we go.
Okay, cool. Alright. Yeah, there's no poison or disease of any kind in any of the items that you are eating.
Not anymore.
Well, I guess maybe the
What?
dried apples that were inside the oatmeal might have been a little bit mealy, but they taste perfectly fine now. And if that
He would
cow
have-
had rabies, it's fine. Why would rabies do this?
I'm actually
Um,
fine about diseases now. I leveled up.
After eating, Nick is gonna. If we were we eating together? Sorry, I am being. My phone is blowing up like crazy.
Well,
I
I
apologize.
know from the text that's going on over here in the sidebar that Ollie is apparently fetal position on a bed right now, going sleepy buys. So unless one of you go wake him up, I'm not sure if you all are eating together.
Okay.
Pretty
I
much.
think we ate before you finished the bath, or so you
Yeah, because
had the chance to eat with Gar.
because Arthur did go to get that food a lot earlier.
Yep. Oh, okay. Meat pie
And
for
also,
breakfast. Interesting.
if we are done divvying up, Arthur is saying good night or good day or good whatever and going off to sleep as well.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
need
Gun would
anything
have-
else?
I was just going to speak with presumably the owner.
All right.
To
I'm
see
gonna
if
go
she
get
knows
dressed then.
anyone that can fix our clothes. A seamstress, perhaps.
Arthur kind of looks down at his bare chest. Yeah, sure, yes.
Clothes.
I'm going to,
Well,
do
you're the
that.
only one that had like armor amongst us.
get me if you need anything. I'll be in the other room. Kind of. Good
Okay.
night.
Night.
Check some
That was
Ollie.
me going into habits and not Nick.
Honey's asleep.
Tucks a stray corner of blanket tighter around him and then goes up himself on the other bed and goes to sleep. Like, he wants a long rest, a long rest.
Also, by now, if the shirts are at least a little bit dry, Nick would put on his dress shirt and slacks that he wears. Even though they have holes in them, he wasn't going to walk around in half naked. Are there any clothes you would wish to get repaired? I'm going to see if we could get that done. Or would you rather do that considering their temperament?
Yeah, they were just dirty. They're okay.
Yeah, no, I definitely have a number of holes in my clothes.
Some of them pitchfork shaped.
Yes.
Alright.
Oh yeah, with that short
you
rest,
have
I'm at
fun.
32.
Don't enrage anyone and make them try to kill you again, alright?
I think that will actually be avoided this time. Alright, later.
Alright.
Johnny?
And then he'll knock on this door and just say, "It's me."
I think snores greet you.
Is the door open?
Yeah, Ollie wouldn't have locked it, but he is dead asleep.
Okay.
What about Arthur?
Sorry, undead.
I think Arthur's player may have taken this opportunity to step away from the keyboard.
Okay, so yeah, Nick would come in and try to just wake up Ollie a little bit apologetically, but just like down to business sort of deal.
Yeah, you know there's only one way that Ollie wakes up. What?
Sorry to scare you. I was gonna see if we could get our clothes fixed if you had any holes or tears in them.
And you notice he's wearing a much different set of clothing than what you last saw him in. A lot fancier. If somewhat outdated.
No, I'm good. I burned my clothes. It's fine.
Understandable.
I'm back.
And
Arthur's clothes are fine too, like...
Hopefully we
Very
can find buy some more. Maybe.
okay. Then yeah, avoiding the downstairs, Nick will make his way towards the room he broke into.
Sorry.
Actually, when I get over here, what do I see? Because they look like hallways. Okay. I'm not gonna bother with
Like
those
looking
rooms.
for trouble.
Yes.
Not necessarily. I was just looking down there, see if there's anything of possible interest. And then he will knock on the door over here.
Knock, knock, knock.
And yeah, he'll just knock on the door over there.
You hear the creak and groan of the floorboards as somebody makes their way across it. Click as the door unlocks and is opened, and you are met with the same tanned woman as you were before. Her hair is done up now that she's had a chance to actually get clothed, in a nice ponytail with a headscarf that just covers the top of her head wrapped around it. The rest of it is cascading down her back to about mid-waist. She is dressed in a set of kind of half mail, half leather armor, and she has a rapier at her waist. There is a flowy, colorful shirt of bright magenta silk that is worn just underneath of her armor, and her pantaloons are of a soft calf brown color with boots that are strapped all the way up to the knees, black in color with brass buttons. Ah, yes, Barncat. What do you want?
A look of annoyance crosses his face, but he doesn't say anything about it. I was wondering if there was a seamstress that could repair some of our clothes, or at least mine clothes. Or yeah, repair some of my clothes. Unfortunately, I do not have a change, and the clothes I am wearing are in desperate need of repair.
We do not offer laundry or tailoring services here. You might try the Mercantile just down the road. I do not recommend breaking into it, however. The owner is far less generous than I, and far less used to your certain appearance than I.
And then, is there anywhere I could buy clothes
Again,
without incident?
as long as you're not breaking into it, again, Mercantile down the road.
As long as I'm at least received, unlike your innkeeper downstairs who would refuse to do such.
I cannot blame him, she says, half laughing, looking you up and down. You cleaned up a lot better than you were before, caked in gore.
You would not believe the experiences me and my companions have endured in this god-forsaken town.
Why do you not tell me about them? Come inside, have a seat, have a coffee.
I am inciting the shit out of that.
Go ahead.
I don't trust this person for a fucking second.
She prevented you from getting killed.
Yeah, but I don't incite fuck all shit. That's a natural 4. I don't even know what my modifier is, but it's not gonna work unless they roll.
She's smirking at you a lot, but it kind of feels like the condescending smirk that you're used to from people who don't know who your family is.
By the way, 6 if there was a roll, and she rolled also bad.
Yeah, no, she doesn't need to roll anything.
Okay, he'll walk in, and sit across from her.
There is a small, what looks like a tea set out on the coffee table right here, but it is filled with a strong smelling black liquid. There is no cream, but there is sugar sitting close by, as well as a small tray of what looks like biscuits that have been smeared with butter and jam.
Okay.
Well, why do you not tell me of what it is that you have experienced in the great village of Barovia? And she picks up a biscuit and leans on the side of the couch with her head on one hand and starts to munch.
As you've gathered, we're not from here. We were conscripted by a messenger from the burgomaster.
No, do go on.
To... If you do not wish to respect me, then I do not need to spend any more time here.
This is not the respect thing, little kitty cat. Although to say that I do not respect the person who has broken my window is rather accurate. No, I'm just seeing which great tale they have come up with this time to drag such a exotic toy into their realm. Please go on.
Let me pull it. I don't remember names, and I need to pull up the notes. Where is it? There it is.
Burgomaster's daughter or wife or lover or something was in deep danger, and there were werewolves involved and villagers in danger and such.
Oh, also we had 50 gold that I don't think we ever divided up from when we first got hired. Anyways,
I think we used some of that to get drunk.
You did.
Pay for the inn.
Oh yeah, we did.
You used some of it to pay off the tab of a person who mysteriously vanished in the mists. On their way
That
here.
Ollie never met.
That Ollie never met.
Yep.
So what you got was a letter from
Oh, here we go. From
Koyan
Kolyan Indrovich.
Indrovich. Mm-hmm.
Indirovich. It was sent by Mr. Indirovich. Mr. I. Reading about a woman, Triana, being attacked by creatures of the night. More so of the ones everyone here is so terrified of, I assume. As we made our way here into town, coming across a mansion on the east of here, we saw two children begging for help, saying their parents and little brother were still in the house with monsters.
Ooh.
Once we entered this house, we found ourselves trapped there,
That's funny.
fighting all sorts of undead.
And you are to tell me that you actually escaped the house? And she arches a brow.
Well, I'm here, am I not?
Yes, but it may be fever dream that you are having. She says teasingly.
What can you tell me of this house? You seem obviously well more experienced than any one of us.
I can tell you that the house is the least of your worries, my poor misplaced little kitty cat. And she finishes off her biscuit and licks her fingers once, and then wipes them on her blouse sleeve. So, let me break it down for you. Man that you come here, Burgermaster as you put it, long dead. Least 100, maybe 200 years at this point. Not really into history, honestly. It was not my forte. Finances, which gave me this beautiful inn, are. So that definitely big lie, 100%. Children, maybe lie, maybe not. Some people say they hear crying baby from that house sometimes. My people know very much not to go there, as well as the rest of this village of relative, as you put it, racists. Very smart not to go there. Definitely. What you are actually here for? And she takes a moment to pick up a cup of coffee and to stir a couple cubes of sugar into it. Is to be new toy. Because the big boss on the hill, he is bored.
The hill within this town.
Oh no. The hill which looks over all of the valley, all of the land of Barovia. No, not just village. Not just village. Although this village also bears same name. He is not very creative in the names. So this is village of Barovia. Also land of Barovia. It's not the greatest creativity. But what I am trying to say is you are fly in trap and you are not getting free. You are here. Even if you die, you will not escape. House, least of your problems. You have big, wide world to run around there, Biden, now. And much like the rest of the denizens of this place, you will not be getting free, I am thinking.
And who is the big boss?
And she
We speak
turns to look at you, and her jovial expression kind of dims somewhat as she gives you a serious gaze. Why, the Count himself, Strad von Sarovich.
I've heard that name while in that house, among some papers. It looked like documents for the deed to the house or something of the sort.
I am not surprised. His very old house. Probably almost as old as the castle.
What do you know about this Strahd von Zarovich.
I know that he is a great friend to my people, allowing us passage in and out of his land. I know that he is quite lonely and bored, and that occasionally he will draw in new blood to pique his interest. And he will enjoy playing with them for a while before he discards of them in one way or another. Fortunately, I will not be the subject of his ire because of a pact my people have with him. You, however, you are quite fucked, kitty cat. And she sips her coffee.
May I ask, I don't know how to properly say this, me as a player, but who are your people, I guess is the most appropriate way. He's trying to be respectful and appropriate and
Yeah, no, just
proper.
who are your people is a good
Yeah,
way to ask
okay,
it.
okay, I wasn't sure. But he's trying to ask them, what people, okay, and what people do you speak of that you are a part of?
I am of the Vistani. Mm, We are the people who move between places, very mobile, very on the way. Myself and my two sisters, we own this inn, but we are part of a larger caravan that passes through. We take turns, me and them. Two of them go out into the world while I manage the inn, and then we switch when they come back. One of them stays here while I go out with the other. It makes for a very comfortable time once a year. Once a year we do switch.
It seems that I've actually may have some dealings indirectly with your people, and he pulls out his knife that is very ornate.
She leans
You
forward.
may recognize this, in fact.
She leans forward with a slight bit of interest, holding out her hand expectantly.
And he'll hand it to her, handle first.
She takes it, she looks it over, inspects it very keenly. You have one of our blades. Very
Yes.
interesting. There are few that we sell the actual weaponry to.
Yeah,
Thickens.
I am, you can say well connected outside of the city. And was fortunate enough to come across a piece such as that.
It is unfortunate that those connections mean nothing here. And she hands it back to you.
Thank you. Um, then is there any suggestions as to what we should do while we are seemingly trapped? You said that you are able to travel to and from
I am.
this realm you claimed?
Oh, yes. I can bring people to here. I cannot take them from, however, unfortunately for you. Or else you might be swinging more of that platinum my way. I would gladly be a ferryman if it were possible.
Are there any legends or rumors as of any means to escape?
And she taps her finger to her lips. There is one. About a century or century and a half ago, maybe, there was a small group who managed to lay the count to rest for a short period of time. It is said that the borders wavered when this happened, and they were able to escape, most of them anyway. Two remain, from what I have heard.
Curious. Any chance you've heard descriptions of these people through story or lore?
The descriptions are very vague. One even says that one of them was actually of Barovia, which does not make sense. No one of Barovia can ever leave Barovia. It is an impossibility. But, there was one with hair who shone like the silvery moon. They had a horse with a horn emblazoned upon their shield. There was one with skin dark as pitch and hair of deepest lilac, spoke only in rhymes. There was one short of stature, almost childlike in size. In rhymes as well they spoke, although more countrified, I am told. A grim hunter with dusty hair pulled low. And the lycanthrope of Barovia itself, it was said, although such beasts could not possibly have the degree of capability or forethought to put any foot against Strahd without being completely eradicated. I am not sure exactly what truth there was in any of these, because, as far as I have known, the Count has always been in power. I think it is merely fable to give hope to poor little individuals such as yourself.
Interesting.
But as far as that goes, legend holds that some of them have escaped this land. One of them perished, and 2 of them remained.
Do you know of any of that have remained? Or do you know of them?
The legends only say they remained, not what became of them.
Okay. But the entire party was what you just described, right?
Yeah, Ursi, she described 5 people who managed
Okay.
to defeat Strahd.
Okay, yep. Yeah, sorry. My parents came in for a second. But yeah, okay.
Yeah. She described 5 people that she knows of who, quote-unquote, defeated Strahd. She said one of them died, some of them escaped, and at least 2 were left behind.
Remain. Okay, cool. One other question that crossed my mind. You said the house is the least of our concerns. What are we to expect in this new realm?
And she leans forward, gently placing the cup on the coffee table and locking eyes with you once more. Whatever that little mind of yours is dreaming up right now, multiply it by 100. This land is the darkest of prisons, and the horrors of the mind are what you can expect. Well, it has been lovely talking to you. But if there is nothing else, I need to have my window repaired.
Understood. Also, this is a player mistake. I am horrible at this in real life. I would have introduced myself and asked for their name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she would have said, I am Yavanka.
With a I?
With a Y.
Okay. It sounded like a Y, but I wasn't sure. E-V-A-N.
Y-V-E-N-K-A.
Oh, E-N. Okay. And then I would have introduced myself as Nicholas Reaver.
Mm-hmm.
She's the first person I've actually told her my full name to.
Okay.
Seeing, and I want to insight based on her experiences to see if she has any sense of recollection at my name.
I can tell you right now that this particular individual does not have any recollection of that name.
Okay, just seeing because she was saying she was traveled in and out.
She traveled in and out, but it doesn't look like she's part of the Vistani who sold that weapon to your people. There are different groups of Vistani. They are not all one solid moving caravan. They have many different branching.
I figured it was a stretch. Yeah. But just to kind of see.
She's more into the mercantile aspect of things, like I bring back various goods that the Barovians can't get here because they're trapped, and I sell them at 5 times the price, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Alright, Alright then. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Alright, cool. Oh, I apologize. Genuinely last question.
Mm.
And this is like as he's like heading out the door after she kind of suggested for me to leave.
Mhm.
I came across an item that may or may be of maybe of some or no significance at all, and pulls out the ring, the signet ring with the letter G on it. Does this ring any bells for you? This signet ring?
And you look at the signet ring, and it has become far older and tarnished than you have seen it before. And also, the G has vanished and has been replaced with an S.
Ooh.
There's like a second of like a momentary hesitation, like a double take at the ring, but plays just pushes hands it over to her.
She steps over to
Let
take a look at it.
Put that in my sheet.
It is a pretty bit of babble, but there are many with the surname that starts with an S. I could not tell you who it may belong to.
Oddly enough, when I did find it, it was nowhere near as decrepit as it is now, and bore a G on it.
Well, if you took it from the ghost house, I am not surprised that things have changed on you. I have not heard of anything ever escaping there, and I have no desire to find out if I could.
Understood. Well, if you know anyone, we obviously have very valuable information for anyone wandering in that direction. If you wouldn't mind sending them to us first.
If they are wandering in that direction, they are already lost. That house does not advertise what it does to those who know what it can do.
Understood. Well, thank you very much for the conversation and information.
You're welcome. Try not to die too fast. I look forward to hearing tales of exploits before you are drained dry to bloody husk. Have a nice night!
Yep. Have a nice night as well.
The door clicks shut behind you. Lock.
And then it's probably evening by now, I'm guessing.
Is it?
It was
morning.
Or
very
it's like noon.
It was very early morning when you started this escapade. Everybody took
Then-
about 4 to 5 hours between the baths and the food before you got to this point, and you've spent maybe an hour talking to her, I think. So it's been about
So
6
late
hours since
afternoon-ish.
dawn. You're at early afternoon, like 1 p.m.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Fetch us lunch if you go that way.
Yeah, if it's lunchtime and I'm aware of that, he would he would wake people or check in on everyone and just kind of share like a little summary, like I spoke with. Or actually, I'll roleplay that.
All right. Before you do that, guys, Gon and let's see, Ollie and Arthur. Were all three of you, quote unquote, resting?
I'm trying to
Um,
get a
no.
long rest, yes.
Okay, so Arthur
Yeah,
and Ollie
I'll-
were resting. Gon, what were you doing while all this was going on?
Gunn spent a bit of time cleaning his things, his bedroll, the stuff he got from the house, all that kind of stuff. Everything's clean now. He's all dressed. And he's now been checking through his things, and he's found those old spell scrolls
Mm-hmm.
that were given to him.
Mhm.
And he's actually taking a look at those now, and he's reading when Nicholas comes in.
Alrighty, well, let me just give you what those are before you do that. I assume you're using Identify to figure that out?
No, I don't have identify. I think I'm just checking them out to see what I can glean.
How dare? How dare you not have identify? Okay, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. We can do one for each if you want to, or you can just do one and use it for all of it, whichever.
Why am I so bad at Arcana? Okay.
I don't know.
Let's see. Well, I'll do one each, and I'll guidance for each one. Where's a D4? That one will do. Oh, I should have gone for all in one, but okay.
Well, actually, considering what these are, I think you have advantage on this one.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the first one... The first one is 17.
Okay. That's enough for these guys. So the first spell scroll that you peruse across appears to be a scroll for the spell Bless.
Oh, okay, yep, I do have that.
The second one looks familiar, but you're not really sure what it is. It seems similar to a spell that you just cast today, but not quite the same one. And then for the third spell scroll?
Well, that was with advantage, so that was a 17.
Oh, you're using the 17 for all of them. I'm sorry, I thought you were rolling individually for them.
I am, but that you said with advantage, so those were my
Yes.
2 rolls.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you confused me. I thought that's what you rolled with advantage for the second one.
Yeah, sorry. So are they all with advantage?
Well, with the 17, I can just tell you the other ones, so because
Oh, okay.
17 is
That'll be
just
easier.
definitely enough. Yeah. So you got a scroll of bless, a scroll of protection from poison, and a scroll of spiritual weapon.
Yo.
The other scrolls that you had appear to be a deed to the house that you escaped, a deed to a windmill that's somewhere outside of Barovia, and a map to go with it that shows the surrounding countryside. And also a will that is signed by Gustav and Elizabeth Durst. That wills the house, the windmill, and all other family property to Rosevalda and Thornbald Durst.
Bad landowners.
Congratulations, Gons. You're a landowner.
Well, only as long as Rose is in me. Scroll of protection from poison. And scroll of spiritual weapon, that was it. Okay.
I forgot about those scrolls.
I've been waiting for the right time, and when the house is actively trying to kill you was never the right time.
Never the right time. Alrighty.
Alright.
So you are going about identifying those. God and Ollie. As you slumber.
Arthur?
Sorry, yeah. I meant Arthur. I'm sorry. My brain not so worky. Arthur and Ollie. As you slumber during this time, Ollie most especially, you've been dealing with this for a bit longer because you managed to go to sleep before Arthur did. You're having some pretty freaky deaky dreams. Arthur,
How for you?
You're dreaming of being stuck in an iron pot, filled with boiling water, and no matter how much you try to claw yourself out of the pot, a giant spoon just keeps pushing you back in again, over and over and over. And
Oh.
Ollie, you're dreaming of being stretched out on a millstone as you are ground into meat.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll Constitution saving throws for me, boys.
Oh.
I was gonna say, to be fair, I should get advantage on this because Ollie's been having nightmares for a long, long time.
Yeah, I'll allow that. You have been. Oh,
Oh.
Fine.
even with your advantage. All right.
Yeah, no, it's fine. This is the first time he actually got lulled to a sense of actual security, so it's fine.
Yeah.
That false sense of security is a bitch, huh?
So, Arthur, you eventually managed to break away from your dream, and go to more soothing places. But, Ollie,
I eat the spoon in my dream.
you are trapped in that dream for the remainder of your rest, just so you're aware. And when you wake, you will have 1 point of exhaustion.
Delightful.
Okay. Alrighty. Anywho, about this time, Nicholas, you approach the bedroom that Gon is currently spreading out scrolls in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the bed, kicking my feet.
Doing your nails.
I already did those.
Oh yeah.
Hey, good news. I, as in Rose, own a windmill now. I think also the house that tried to kill us, but you know, I don't really want that.
Well, how profitable.
Yeah.
By the way, did I accidentally metagame and was I aware of those deeds? If I did, I did not mean to.
No, you actually saw a letter with Strahd's name mentioned in it because Strahd signed it. It was a completely different piece of paper that you guys already looked at.
I apologize for that.
You're good. It was not the deeds. It was something else.
Okay.
You just kind of got the deeds at the same time, so.
Okay. But yeah, in game I would have mentioned what I did know. I apologize for confusing information.
What do you know?
Nothing, obviously. No. Alright, well, good news in the sense of finding more information now, but the information itself is not.
Oh, no, I call that bad news. Most people would call that bad news. The news is the part with the information. The bad is the description.
It's
Don't worry, Nick. We'll get this eventually.
true, but we're no longer running around blindly like we were. The others are asleep right now. Oh, I know Ollie went to sleep, and I think Arthur was trying to do the same last I checked on them.
It's like
If
the
it
middle of the
wasn't-
afternoon.
Can't really blame them after
I know.
everything. However, unsurprisingly, with the context we have now, everything we were told yesterday, 2 days, a week ago, whenever the fuck that was an half-assed attempt to trap us, which obviously succeeded, into this realm that we can't leave.
Okay, hang on. Rewind for me. We were lied to about what was the lie exactly? Which part?
Coming here to hunt monsters and save Miss Tiana,
Oh,
who's
shit.
apparently been dead for a century or so.
Okay.
Along with the burgomaster was dead for a century. Presumably the same about his daughter, or no, the girl he pined for.
The girl, in any case, yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so we were lied. We were sent here to get trapped in that house.
Speaking of which, I still have the money from that, which we can divide later. Which out of game we can just divide that. Money left over from that. As for the house, it's been doing that for as long as anyone here seems to remember. And it only does that to people who is unaware of its tricks. And it's even a surprise that we were able to bring anything out of it, and pulls out some of the things that you may have seen him grab. I don't know if any of the stuff they have grabbed also aged.
Yep. Everything that came
Yeah,
out of
Oh,
that
yeah.
house looks like it's aged about 100 years, although it is still usable and intact.
Ollie's an old man now.
Ollie's the only thing that hasn't aged.
Oh, yay!
Well, age isn't much of a factor for him anymore, right?
We'll find out.
Yeah.
I really tell you, I don't know.
Things growing old suddenly. How weird. Alright. So you're saying...
And in short, I don't know if we want to roleplay everything, but in short, he's sharing everything that was shared with him.
So wait. Hold up. You're saying we can't leave... What? The village? The house? The...
Probably
Where-
this entire realm when we walk through
Realm.
those large stone arches, and where we first saw the intense, mysterious fog.
Wait, so you're saying we can't just go back?
No. I asked what we can. Oh, and also the house was told to be the least of our worries.
Yeah.
And then
Well...
and things in this, what she described as realm, the house is only the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, I'd say instead of a death house, we're in a death, what, country?
Seems as such. And we are what she described as playthings for this Count Strahd Zarovich. Zan Zarovich? No.
Von Zarovich.
Where-
Von Sarovich.
Count
Right,
Strahd
well.
Zarovich.
Stratty Daddy.
I have a few choice words for this guy if we ever meet, but
There were
preferably
some rumors
not.
there were some rumors and legends of a band of adventurers managing to break free and leave, but that was supposedly 100 to 150 years ago.
Well, I don't want to wait 100 years, so tell me now.
And then just gives the brief descriptions of each one of the adventurers. Somehow they were able to put Straw to sleep or to rest, but obviously not permanently. If what everything as was told to me is to be believed. There's one with silver hair, wielding a horse shield, a dark-skinned individual with purple hair, speaking only in rhyme. A childlike individual, which this is where I wasn't able to keep up with my note taking.
A childlike individual who also tended to sing in rhyme, but had a more country tone. A lone hunter who had a beat up Dustier, and a lycanthrope, supposedly from Barovia itself. Those were the ones described to you.
And then a dusty
Wow.
what?
In a dustier.
For the-
It's a kind of jacket, like a long jacket. Like,
Okay, yeah. Surprisingly spelled it. Or no, I probably spelled it wrong. Anyways, in the dustier.
Hmm. Ideally, I'd love to talk to one of these individuals, but as you said, it has been 100 years? I don't know what race they are, but that's often a significant length of time.
Supposedly two still remain, but she did not know which two remained.
Well, I would much rather talk to one of them than
what she said
Count von
was,
Dickhead.
what she said was two stayed behind. She didn't say
Oh,
they still
two
were
stayed
alive.
behind. The two stayed behind. My bad.
I'm all for chasing that information down, because I think I may have made this clear once or twice. I don't really want to be here. I'm sure you feel similarly now.
Very, very true. That's correct.
I was gonna take Rose, and we were gonna go see the world. We were gonna go, I don't know, watch
Sorry.
sunsets, whatever shit you do when you haven't gotten to leave a house for your entire life.
Rose is decidedly disappointed at the lack of sunsets.
Yeah, we wanted to see some sunsets.
Thorn as well, probably. By the way, I've been meaning to ask, how is carrying her around been? And he says it in that way. He says it with those words.
Rose feels
I gotta say,
outraged.
great for my self-confidence, and also great for a lack of inhibitions to tell you you're still a stinky wet cat. Bye. Got him.
Her and everyone else in this town, it seems.
A
Well,
bit of a
lunch should be
technical
ready by
question.
now.
Could we assume that Arthur and Ollie would be told about all these details?
Oh, you
Yeah,
are.
you were
Gon's just-
asleep. You were asleep, and I didn't bother waking you up. But yes, this will eventually be
Yeah.
shared with you
Eventually.
above game.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Speaking of, it looks like
Yeah,
Gon's
Gon will
attempting to
check
do
on
that
them.
now.
Yeah. He's just checking. He'll knock lightly, see if anyone's awake. Mm,
The long rest time, Arthur might be awake. Otherwise, he's sleeping.
Yeah, it's definitely not been a long rest yet. It's still short rest territory, but if you guys sleep for like 3 more hours, it would probably be a long rest.
they're still sleeping. Damn. Okay. In that case, I am terribly sorry for what I said. Wanna go get lunch?
Yes, actually.
Gon's like, great, I have to hang out with him some more.
Not an important roll, but I'm gonna roll insight to see if that's a genuine apology.
Go
He's
for
glad
it.
at least somebody said a sorry, even if it. Oh, yeah, that's a 4 again for a 6.
Yeah,
It's totally genuine.
definitely genuine.
Absolutely.
Completely.
Oh, yeah.
So genuine.
Uh huh.
My hands are behind my back, but, you know, they're probably just resting.
Of course, you would cross your fingers. Oh
I
my
do have a
god.
10-year-old girl in me.
I almost choked on my food there. Yeah, I would go downstairs to eat.
Alrighty.
Get some more of those delicious, delicious, not suspicious meat pies.
And as you guys troop down the stairs for lunchtime, I think that's where we're gonna pause it for the evening. 'Cause that's a good stopping point.
Excellent.
Okay.
Alrighty. Thanks anybody out there who was watching tonight. Part 2 of Strati Dotty Sundays will be coming up in about 30 minutes or so. Thank you for bearing with us as Nicholas tried to storm the keep as it were.
In the end,
Nearly
it
died.
was a success.
Yeah, you only had to get stabbed 5 times. Um,
2 times
It was-
and batted across
Yeah.
the face with the club.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was really more of a walking stick, but you know. But anyway, yeah, thanks for joining us. I'll see you in 30 minutes after I recharge and eat a slice of cold pizza. Yeah, we enjoy having you here tonight. From those of us here at Cursus, also maybe vampires, good night, and don't let the dream pies bite. Bye!